My name is Maria, and tonight I would like to share some thoughts and questions with the world. As many of us have noticed, there is a great deal of misery, sorrow, hardship, loneliness, struggle, and discontent in the world at large. Humans, animals, nature, environment and society all suffer to varying degrees by the situation at hand. The world is split into countries, and in these days perhaps more importantly into markets, or we are being transformed from citizens and people into consumers, voters, patients, workers and unemployed. Society is split into rich and poor, and at the center of the situation stands the economical system and the ramifications this gives society. Or one could say that we are dancing to the piper's tune when it comes to work and money. The question that arises is whether it's the people that decide the fate of the world and our common future, is the politicians, the companies, the wealthy citizens. Many people I've talked with seem to feel that they are powerless. The picture that appears is society like a train that runs off course. The politicians are meant to represent the people, but many in the lower socioeconomic strata seem to feel that they can't really make a difference in the world or influence society. Sometimes not even influence their own lives. Perhaps this is true to some extent. There are things we all can do to help make the world a more pleasant place to live, but alone no one person can change society as a whole. Even dictators need enablers. Together though, as a people, we can make a huge difference. Out of all the small contributions, the society will change. We will change. The power to alter the course of society really is in our hands as a people, as a society. But it requires that all take a part, do what they can, whether it be to think twice about what you buy for dinner, or what fuel you want to use in the car, or even if you really need a car. If you can afford, there are many organizations trying to help save the nature, environment, animals and humans from destruction and suffering that could use contributions, or you can sign a make protest list. Consider if you really should use the cheaper products, or if you can afford eco-friendly products, preferably also quality tested, since they contain less damaging chemicals. Best of all is of course to make your own food. However, although all these things are helpful, they still bring us back to the fact that we are increasingly being treated as consumers rather than members of society. While we have the economical, political and social systems we have today, then as consumers, small choices like this will have an impact if enough people decide to change things in their life. I understand that not all feel they can afford to make these choices, since life is stressful and many have few resources to use. But usually there are some good options even then. One thing everyone can do is try to think about what they do with waste products, what substances they consume and what goes in the water. Changing habits can be gradual, substituting one small thing at a time, or a big life-changing choice. What matters is that we take part and take responsibility for the world we all share. That brings me to the next point, for we do share the world, all of us. At the moment the world is set into division, into countries, regions and markets, and much strife follows when war is waged, both on a cultural, religious, political and economical foundation. People are set in the mindset of us and them to do nothing to help us shape the world into a better place to live. But let's be honest, are you really truly happy with the world the way it is now? Deep down, isn't there a longing for more time, a longing, home, freedom to be who and what you are, without judgment? Freedom to speak, to create, to love, to live with friends and family, to enjoy peace, justice, or equality. Perhaps I'm wrong, but I find it hard to believe that money makes people truly happy, or status, or image. Or for that matter, knowing that people in the world are without home, starving and suffering. Maybe I'm optimistic in thinking that there is a greater sense of compassion in people. That even peace really does come from the simple things in life. That most of us, at the end of the day, really just want to come home and relax, surrounded by people we love, to be ourselves and to do what makes us happy, knowing we have made the best we can. Life as it is now is filled with stress. We are constantly asked to make choices. It can lead to mental and emotional overload. We get tired, many of us do. Lose sight of the bigger picture of our role in society. And in essence we forget that we aren't just workers, consumers, voters or homeless. We are people. We are voices, will, dreams, intentions. And too often they drown in the clutter that makes up daily life. It can become easy to start wondering if it really matters whether one gives a contribution, what difference it makes. After all, what change can one person make in the world? Perhaps some people are too tired or spirited to care at all. To that I can only say, everyone can contribute. And when added up, real changes can happen. Even when poor, one can try to offer a helping hand when someone asks for aid, and try to keep an open mind to others. We can all, regardless of worldly status and resources, strive to view each other as people, not as enemies, strangers, people from other countries, races, species, or any of the many boundaries that existed, more in the minds of people than in nature. Nature didn't draw a line between two pieces of land and declare them different nations. People did. Nature didn't declare that men should have the meaning of a woman. People did. Personally, I'm a strong believer in all living beings sharing a soul and being capable of greatness. We all have something in common that has the potential to transcend any imaginary boundaries and unite us as a people. It may not be easy to look beyond old ideas and strive to just view each other as people, but I believe it is possible. If we can manage that, surely we will realize that there is common ground, and we are more willing to cooperate to make the world a place we can all get enjoy life on.